What's going on, YouTube? This is Quincy Jones from the Light at the End of the Tunnel channel, and I'm giving a brief overview of what this channel is primarily about. So, first thing that this channel is about is it's about health, body, and wellness. Staying healthy, eating right, eating smart food. You want to do your dieting, your physical fitness. You want to stay active. You want to take your vitamins, drink your water, diet plans, meal preps, proteins, gains, whatever you into. We have to be healthy. We're no good to nobody else if we're not healthy. We got to be healthy. We owe it to ourselves to be healthy. So that's one topic that we will most definitely discuss on this channel is health. Now, next we will also be discussing different forms of adversity. It's going to be some hurdles and some obstacles and some hardships and a lot of things that you're going to have to overcome, and you're going to have the ability to keep going. You're going to have the ability to drive, the motive, the inner me. You're going to have something different inside of you that is not in everyone else, but it has to be in you. And we're going to be talking about that. That's going to be another big topic that this channel is going to be providing. We're also going to be talking about addictions. We're going to be talking different forms of addiction. Maybe we're talking about NoFap. Maybe we're talking about alcoholism or, drug abuse addictions and how to overcome that. It's kind of a topic no one wants to discuss, but we getting in there. We gonna be talking about that. Yeah, we gonna be talking about that, man. Another topic that we will be discussing is how to stay focused. And what I mean by just trying to, let me clarify. I know it's stay focused, but let me clarify. What I mean by staying focused, is that it's a lot of distractions on the day-to-day, on your day-to-day life. There is 1,000,001 distractions. And so that's what I mean by how to stay focused, how to stay in center, how to not veer from left to center or you're drifting right to center, how to stay as closest to the center as you possibly can. We're going to be talking about how to stay focused, how to stay centered, and how to stay grounded. We will most definitely be getting into the nooks and crannies and the nuts and bolts of that over here on this channel. Maybe we might get into, maybe someone, or maybe from yourself that maybe you've dealt with a juvenile lockup, detention, prison, jail. We might get into that. Time and time again, I run across people who have been in that situation, and once that situation is done, there is no plan A through Z that's set up. When you get in situations like that, jail, prison, detention centers, and what have you, when you get in situations like that, you have to have a plan A through Z, and you have to have that 10 different times. You have to have that. Because the moment that you get released, this is just, however long it was. It could have been 90 days. It could have been 6 months. It could have been 10 years. The outcome is no different. It doesn't matter if you've did 90 days or if you've done 10 years. You take a guy that's done 90 days, and then you take a person that's done 10 years, and you let them get released and walk out at the very same time. Guess what? They both have the exact same forms of adversity that's waiting for them on the other side of that gate. And so that will be a topic that we will be discussing over here at this channel as well. And let me just say this real quick. I digress, but from the moment you walk out of that gate, the odds are automatically stacked against you. From the moment you walk out of the gate, you did all this preparing, you did all of this, you tried to get the mail address, you had all of this stuff going on, and that date finally came. And you got to the gate and you walked out, and the odds were just not in your favor. It just wasn't. So we're going to get into that. We're going to discuss a little bit about that. We're also going to be discussing self-discipline. A lot of us can't control ourselves. How can you have to have some form of self-control, and it's ways that you can work on self-control. You know, you got to be proactive. You have to do your due diligence. You have to, it's just things that you have to do as an adult and as a productive member of the world. You know, you have to do these things. And one of the key core elements that you have to have is self-discipline. You have to have it. It is a must. You have to have it. We're going to be also discussing how to deal with rejection. Not only from, and again, we will be talking a little bit about women, but not only with rejection from women, but we will also be discussing rejection from many different other forms as well. Maybe you got rejected from, you put that job application in and you got rejected. You prayed about that job. You really wanted that job. But guess what? The job didn't want you. God had other plans for you. He didn't, he had something else in store for you. So we're going to be talking about different forms of rejection and also how to deal with rejection. We will also be discussing that. We will also be discussing you got to have a plan, man. This whole world, this life, this journey, you have to have a plan. You can't just get up in the morning and wing it. You just winged it the whole day, right? You winged it the entire day. You got up in the morning, you winged it through the whole day, and you laid down, right? Well, guess what? You looked up and you've been winging it for 10 years. Some of us been winging it for the last 15 years. We don't have a plan. We don't know what our purpose is. We don't have a drive. We don't have ambition. We don't have any type of motivations. We're not proactive. We have no self-discipline. We have literally nothing going on. We're not even properly planning to do the things that need to be done for us on our purpose. We're just winging it. And you look up and you just turned 40 and you've been winging it since you was 20. So we're going to be talking about some goal setting. We're going to be setting goals and achieving them, making those come to fruition. We're also going to be talking about many different other topics, but that's just an overview of what we're going to be discussing here at the Light at the End of the Tunnel channel. So y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned.